So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be announcing something in this video that has been kind of put to the side for a couple of years, and I'm actually bringing it back stronger than ever. And I want to give a shout out to some people that really gave me like the motivation to come back. So if you guys don't know, a couple years ago I started my channel. I think it was 3 years ago. I've been very inconsistent throughout those 3 years. I have not been consistently posting, but when I had officially started my channel, I used to do motivational Mondays, and I'm very big on motivation. Ever since my brother passed away in 2015, I kind of turned to God more, and I like turned to watching TD Jakes, and that's kind of the person that really helped me get out of like the really bad state of mind I was in. And he actually has helped me in other things later down the line in my life. He has helped me overcome a lot of things that I probably wouldn't have overcome if I didn't watch TD Jakes or know him. Like I probably just would have been like going down the wrong road. So I think, let me see what year I started YouTube. I think it was 2016, but let me just make sure I'm not wrong. I made my YouTube 2 years ago. So okay, so 2 years ago, so that would be in 2018, I made a YouTube channel. And at first I always wanted to make a YouTube channel, and then I was always scared about what other people would think about me or say about me, and it kind of would make me not want to do it. Well, anyways, when my brother passed away, I was like, you know what, like I eventually like overcome like the little feeling I had about people talking about me, and well, I thought I overcame it, and I didn't, and we're gonna get to that point. So anyways, I made it 2 years ago. I wasn't posting as frequently as I should have. I would post here and there, here and there, here and there, but I would post motivational videos, and I have deleted kind of a lot of them. I still have some up, so if you are new to my channel, please go check out those old videos. But I used to do motivational videos, and I would always put TD Jakes in it because, like I said, I love TD Jakes. I really, really, really think he's a powerful man, and he has helped me overcome a lot of things in my life. So if you're watching this, TD Jakes, thank you so much, and I know one day I will meet you because I am manifesting it. So yeah. So anyways, I would make motivational videos, and I call them motivational Mondays. So I would start posting it a lot, and I got a really bad like rude comment from someone, and it kind of like made me like not want to post anymore. And I know you guys are probably like, really girl, over a comment? Well, back in that day, like I said, I thought I have overcome like worrying about what people think about me and worrying if people talk about me, but I didn't, and I really let that get to me, and it really took a toll on me, and I didn't want to post anymore. I really wanted to delete my YouTube in full, but I didn't. I just stopped posting. So then eventually I started posting again, but I wasn't doing motivationals. I just turned to makeup, kind of like lifestyle vlogging and all that, but I really love motivation. Like that is like my cue. I love to watch motivational videos, like I said, whether it's Steve Harvey, Sarah Jakes, Joel Osteen, or TD Jakes. I even watched this other guy, I think it's Steven F something, I don't know his last name, excuse me, but I don't know his last name. But I really like to watch motivational videos when I'm in a funk, or just to motivate me. Like it just puts me in a good mood, as well as gospel music. So boom, when I was posting my motivational videos, I used to get a lot of DMs from people. They would tell me like, girl, thank you so much. You literally like, I needed this. Like you helped me get out of this. I'm going through this, X, Y, and Z, and you really like helped me overcome this. So you would think that from me getting those, you know, comments from people in DMs, and I put this on everything I love, like I really was getting this, that I would continue to do it. But like I said, I was young. I wasn't really strong-minded. I really, like, it really bothered me. So I stopped. Now, lately I was like praying to God, and I was like, you know what, God, like I don't really like makeup like that much no more. And if you watch my previous video, I talked about like I love makeup, but I don't want to be on my channel just doing only makeup. Like I'm just not into it that much. Like I don't know, like I just kind of outgrew it. Like I'm not really like a beauty guru. Like I like to do my makeup, I like to watch makeup videos, but I do not want my channel just to be about makeup. So I had my brother's best friend Mikey one day. That's why I believe in the power of the universe and really thinking about things, and I believe angels go through people. And if you don't know, my brother is an angel. So yes, I believe that he went through Mikey. And Mikey, if you're watching this, thank you so much for this message, because I was driving to work one day and it really like was like, wow, like God, you hear me, and Eric, you hear me, and it's crazy. So he texted me at 9:33 in the morning. Meanwhile, guys, I was thinking about this, like, oh my God, God, like I should really start my motivations. Like, do you think I should? Like, you know what? Like, I was just like kind of thinking to him. Like, I wasn't even like really like going so much in depth with it, but I was kind of just like talking to him. And Mikey texted me on July 10th. I missed those motivation Mondays. I think the people enjoyed it as well. Keep working. God bless you always. And I text him back like, wow, like, oh my God, like this is crazy, because it's just like God is always like giving me in a wow moment, and he's just always in a wow. So anyways, before him, I had other people messaging me as well, but that wasn't as frequently. Like, it wasn't like as much, and it wasn't as like as recent as Mikey messaging me. So yes, I am bringing back my motivational Mondays, guys. That is the big secret. I am bringing it back because I genuinely love to motivate people. I feel like in this world, a lot of people need motivation. A lot of people go through things behind closed doors, and they feel like they have no one to talk to. And I know when I was going through stuff, I would turn to YouTube, or I would turn to Joel Osteen, or TD Jakes, or Sarah Jakes. Like, I would turn to those people to uplift me. I wouldn't always turn to a person that could be right in my face. I'm turning to social media, but that is in a good, positive way. So yes, I am going to bring back my motivational Mondays, and I'm so excited to bring it back because this is something I love. And if you don't know, my major is in psychology, because I love to talk to people, and the field that I'm going in is like really people that really need it. And like I said, this is like my calling. I feel like it's my calling. Y'all, today I was laying in my bed and I was like, oh my God, tomorrow's Monday, I'm off, and I gotta post my motivational Monday, and I didn't even film anything. So I'm like, ugh, I'm tired. And I was just going back and forth for myself, like trying to like make myself put it to next week. And I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get up and do it. Like, nah, stop with the excuses. So I went on YouTube and I saw on my TV this thing this summer, sorry, and it is the TD Jakes had a sermon on living with fear and walking by faith. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. And then when I really started to listen to the video, I was learning so much stuff, you guys. Like, I was like, oh my God, like, wow, like I did not know this, like it really like taught me. And I love to learn, because when I talk about something, I need to, like, you need to know what you're talking about. That's first and foremost, because you never know who's watching this. And I just don't like when people, that's like you going to school and your teacher's teaching you math but don't know math. How are you going to teach me algebra but you don't even know how to do algebra yourself? Don't make no damn sense. So yeah, I wanted to say that. And like I said, in my motivational Mondays, I'm being my self, like my raw, uncensored, uncut self. Obviously I'm not going to be like cursing up a storm, like that literally is like unnecessary. But yeah, like, so the topic today that I'm going to be talking about is living with fear and walking by faith. And I took my notes down because, like I said, I really like do this. Like, I watch it, I study, and I like if you go to church and you write notes down. So my church is in my TV right now because coronavirus. So anyways, I really like this video because it really like taught me a lot. So first things first is that people always be like, walk by faith, not by fear. Okay, well, what I learned from TD Jakes today is actually fear is an emotion that is in us. And at first I was like, an emotion that's in us? What do you mean? People always say you shouldn't have fear. Don't fear this. Don't fear no one. I don't fear no one but God. Da, da, da. Well, actually, God gave us fear because, as you know, if you don't have fear, there's something wrong with you. For example, the examples that I got from TD Jakes is, say if you are in a forest or you're at a park and someone runs up to you with a knife, are you going to stand there like, are you going to be like, oh my God, like, what up? And like, your fight or flight's going to go on. Okay, so God instills that in us because if you don't have that, you can harm yourself. For example, if you're walking in the street and a car is coming, or you're crossing the street and a car is going really fast, you're gonna move back, right? Well, if you didn't have that fear in you, or you didn't have that endurance that go in you, then there's something wrong with you. There's something not there. Another example he gave was like, say this has happened to me before when I've gone like to a gas station and I felt like something weird in my soul, like something was like, this guy is weird, and it made me leave. Yeah, that's like God, like that's like another fear. Like you need that in you. So God gives you fear. It's an emotion from the Lord that he gives you. It gives you, as I wrote down, it gives you boundaries. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's an emotion, but if it gets out of control and starts to drive you insane and drive you off your path. Now, it said God doesn't want you to have fear in your spirit, because when that happens, it starts to drive you a wrong way. Now, having fear in your spirit, I mean like people being scared of elevators, people being scared of motorcycles, cars, dogs, cats, a roach, a bobby pin. Like people be like there's some people that really have phobias and are like, oh my god, a bobby pin. Like, okay, that's extreme, and that is what TD Jakes was basically saying. Like that's not the type of fear God's putting in you to be scared of a bobby pin. Like that literally makes no sense. So the things that I listed before is what God puts fear in you to have, so you're able to be fight or flight, you know, be cautious, be able to survive. Another fear is like just having fear in everything, you know, getting like, you get in a car and you're just like, oh my god, I'm gonna crash. Like, no, like that's totally different. You want to have faith that you're gonna get to your destination safely, you're gonna drive safely, and you're gonna get there. I know people that have lost their jobs during the whole quarantine coronavirus thing, and I was one of the people that was furloughed from my job at the moment, and I remember being so, like, I would say fear. I was like, oh my god, I lost my job, what am I gonna do? I just got a 2020 car payment. Like, I just got over, like, my car payment is like, you know, I just got another car, like, come on. Like, you know, I remember being kind of like in fear. And then my mom was like, Naya, everything's gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay. And I started to have faith, and I was just like, you know what, hey, I'm gonna give it to God. I'm gonna give it to God. I'm not gonna sit here in my room for 24 hours and stress about me being furloughed, as well as millions of people have lost their jobs. So I'm not the only person affected by this. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna sit in here and be stressed about it. Well, what did God do? He gave people the COVID-19 $600 thing. He pushed people's rents back. He came through. He came through. That's the whole point of the matter. He came through. If I was just sitting there and having fear every single day of my life, oh my god, what am I gonna do? This is crazy. That's not doing anything for me. But I've come to realize that faith makes me feel better. Like, it just makes me feel like, you know, I'm giving it to God. Like, I'm not gonna stress myself out. Like, it's okay to, you know, panic in times, because that's a normal feeling, but don't get to the point where you're just like negative Nancy and you just think the worst of the worst through everything that happens to you. Like, your friend could say like, oh my god, girl, I fell down, and you're like, oh my god, you broke your ankle. Like, that's so negative, and that's just too much. Like, you always need to think of the good in every single thing, and that is something I have learned. Like, I always try to think of the good in everything, and it really has helped me down the road in my life. So I'm very thankful for that. So another thing that I wrote down was, so when fear gets into your spirit, it affects you from having a sound mind. When fear gets into your spirit, it affects you from having a sound, sober mind as well. Being afraid of elevators, and TD Jake's always funny. He's like, people are afraid of short people, like, just being funny. God did not give us fear, but not the spirit of fear. So God did give us fear. Let me quote myself correctly. He did give it to us, like I said. He did give us that, but not the spirit of fear. Fear is an emotion, okay? So let's remember that. It's an emotion like you crying, but it's an emotion that God gave us, because I give you examples of why God gave it to us. What else did I write? So fear can keep you alive. So when people say, do you have faith or do you have fear? Well, first of all, baby girl, I have both. Because fear is what God gave me. I need my fear. I need it. Because what I refuse to do is see a car driving past and I'm just like, hi. And then like, no, that's, you don't do that. Like, you should be like, watch out. Fight or flight, God gives you fear. Now, faith, he does not give you. You have to want faith. Like, faith, it doesn't come with you. Like, you're not born a baby and like, I have faith, mommy. Like, no, it doesn't come like that. Like, you actually have to grow that and believe in that yourself. That is something that God doesn't give you. I'm one of those people that I really do have faith, because I feel like I've been through a lot in my life and I didn't have faith at first, and I was just one of those, like, I felt like a walking zombie. Like, I felt like I had no purpose. I felt like I was always negative and I thought bad about everyone and everything, and it really takes a toll on you. Like, when you have fear about everything, it's not a good feeling. It's not. But having faith about everything and everything you go through really is a good feeling. Like, for example, when I would go through certain things, like I would lose people or like something would happen to me and I'm like, wow, like this person really did this to me. Like, why, God? Why did this happen to me? Why does this person have to do this to me? Why? And then I stopped saying why, and I was just like, you know what, God, I put my life into your hands. I believe that God knows everything that is going to happen in my life, whether it's another job, a new car, a new boyfriend, like obviously I have a boyfriend right now, so I'm not saying a new boyfriend, but I'm saying he does know my life. So my life is already written out and I'm just living day by day. That is what I believe. That is my belief. So I feel like me having faith has really made me a better girl, a better young woman. It really makes me feel good about myself, because I'm one of those people that I stress. Like, don't believe the hype, yo. I stress myself out. Like, I can stress myself into like a heart attack, a stroke. Like, my nanny had a stroke and she was 80 something years old. I'm gonna be 21 with a stroke. Like, woof, that's a lot. So yeah, no, really make sure that you really know the difference between faith or fear, and they're totally different. And I learned that from TD Jake, so thank you. Because I used to always be like, do you have faith or fear? Faith or fear? Baby girl, faith is in you. God gives that to you. Fear is in you. God gives that to you. Faith is not. Faith is something that you have to believe in, and it comes to you and you kind of grow that and kind of build that up. Fear is just in you. So that is really what I wanted to say. For a lot of people that are going through things, just honestly have faith. And I know it's so easier said than done. Like, have faith. Like, you could be like, you know what, my mom just passed away and you're telling me to have faith about what? My life is turned into shambles. Like, I literally have lost my mom. That's my everything. Like, I know people will be like, I literally have lost my husband, my kids, like, and you're telling me to have faith. Yes, I understand. And like, losing someone is no joke. I have not lost a parent. I have not lost kids. I don't even have kids, me. But I have lost a sibling, and like I said, it's not my child, so I'm not even gonna go there. But I do know that losing a sibling sucks, especially when you're hanging out with friends and they have brothers and you're just like, whoa, my brother is my beautiful angel that I have to talk to through numbers and signs and, you know, messages. And who wants to talk to their brother through numbers? Because last time I checked, I'd rather him be in his room next door and I go aggravate him. So I definitely don't have a picture perfect life, and I'm not saying that having faith is easier said than done. But what I am saying is, it has helped me overcome a lot of things in my life, because I could sit here and be mad at my life, be mad about my life for the rest of my life, and my brother's still not coming back. So I can literally sit here and be like, I hate my life, God, why did you have to take my brother? And he's still not coming back. My brother is gone. So what I have learned to accept is cry, be mad, cry, pray, and have faith that one day I will get to reunite with him, and I will get to be like, punch the shit out of him for having me grieve for so long, but I will be able to reunite with him instead of just sitting here, and I'll be able to make him proud while I'm on earth and do everything that I think that he would want me to become and see, instead of just standing there and being like negative Nancy, because there's people that have it way worse than me and there's people that have it way better than me, and I'm not here to compare my life to other people's, because I'm just not gonna do that. Anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video of me coming back to Motivational Mondays, and I really like this topic that I use, faith or fear, because like I said, you have to have both. You do. So I want both. I don't want to have faith or fear. I want to have both, and I want them to be, I want to have more faith though than fear, but I do want to have fear in me, because it's an emotion that I need, and without that I can get hurt. I can really, you know, you can really get hurt without it. So I want to thank God for giving me that emotion, but I also want to thank God for allowing me to have faith in him and overcome a lot of obstacles in my life, because without him I would be depressed. So yeah guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video of my Motivational Mondays back. If you guys, oops, what am I doing? Sorry. If you guys are excited for me to bring my motivational videos back, please give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, please, because honestly, I feel so good. I feel like I'm going to be able to touch in, and my vision is going to come to light. And I'm really going to talk about a lot of different things on Monday. Everything's not going to be necessarily about me like I don't want y'all to think that I'm trying to be this Jesus Christ superstar, that I'm just like, I love, no, I do love God, but it's not like I'm like God this, God this, God this, God this, God this. No,